was a little girl, when I was a little girl, we had a prayer that I was taught to recite. Gentle Jesus, meek and mild, look upon this little child. Suffer her simplicity and bring her into spirituality. I think that was what it said. And I remember repeating that like a parrot. And the bottom line was, I was told that this prayer would always protect me. And even though I'm an old woman now and forgotten all those prayers, I still hear that part, suffer her simplicity. What does that mean exactly? I didn't know then, and I probably still don't know now. But what I do believe is that we all need to simplify our lives. We live in a fast paced life. When I was a child, everything was slow. The traffic was even slow. There wasn't many cars on the road. And people had time to wander along the street and meet their neighbors and talk to one another and basically, get to know how the family was or what was going on. People were interested in one another. And if we went for a walk in the park, it was an outing. And if we went to common land, which is open land near farmers, works, and things like that, that surrounded businesses, there was an area to play in. But today, there's nothing but buildings and even more buildings. I was driving back from California recently, and the areas that we used to drive through in 1982 had no housing, just countryside. It was gorgeous. Now, it was nothing but housing tracks all the way out until we got towards the higher desert. Where are we all coming from? What are we all doing here? Why are we so interested in expanding our world while at the same time making it smaller? We made it smaller when we got technical. We made it smaller when we decided to trade, import, export, whatever we thought we needed. And the bottom line, as I saw it, was a lot of greed. I can understand wanting to own your own home and live in it forever because that's your security, your safety blanket. I can also understand wanting to move because you've got new work, something better to do, some other place to go. But do you really need 5 televisions in your house? Do you really need several computers? Do you really need tablets, iPhones? It goes on and on. When I was in Japan, when the new iPhone came out, I happened to be in the area where they were selling them. And I saw this line. It went all the way down several blocks, around several corners, and even as I walked over 2 miles, I still did not come to the end of the line. I asked myself, why is it that people have to wait and get there before something is actually on sale to hurry up and have it, own it, possess it? Why? Why are we so greedy? Back in the 15th, 16th centuries, people grew their own vegetables, and maybe if they had a lot, they traded them with the next door neighbor who had maybe some extra fish because they'd been fishing and caught it. Or maybe they had a couple of lambs that they were slaughtering, and they would share and exchange and barter their products. In those days, people knew life. They used their senses. How often do you think about your senses? Yes, you're looking at me, but are you appreciating more than just looking at me? Are you looking at yourself in me? Are you seeing things around me that interest you? Are there things around you that interest you? Have you lifted your head away from your iPhone while you're out and about? Recently, I was on a Japanese train and I noticed as soon as the doors shut, everyone sat down, everybody got their iPhone out, and everyone was staring at their mini screens. Nobody was looking at one another. Nobody was bothering to even ask themselves, I wonder what that person works at, or what that person is interested in, or I really like the dress that woman is wearing, or that suit looks really smart on that man, or oh look, there's someone actually reading a newspaper. Yes, we've forgotten how to take in what we see. And I bet you that even if you did look, that later on, if asked, what did you see? You'd probably say, I can't remember. Because your visual ideas of remembering something has not got any emotional attachment to what you've seen. Now, let's take a child who's given a present and they have to unwrap it. They have no idea what's inside. And when they open it, their eyes pop out of their head and they just ooh and coo with delight because it's exactly what they wanted. And then they spend all morning playing with it. And of course, by the end of the day, they don't even want to stop playing with it because it's so much fun. I think a lot of people in the world do the same with their iPhones, their computers, and so on. They've transferred that idea that they have to play with something forever. Myself, I know that when I go on to check my email, there is always way too much to look at. I know people spend time sending me stuff, and I'm grateful you do. But being honest, I don't open it. I haven't got time. If I was to look at absolutely everything that everybody sent me, I would never get anywhere. And I would definitely never have any free time. So, my message to you now is don't be greedy, but rather be creative. What would you like to do, or what do you talk about what you will do that you've never given yourself a chance to do? Isn't it time to start? I know if I say to myself that I want to go to my Zumba class, I have to make an extra special effort to get there because every time I'm set up ready to go, I can guarantee the phone goes, there's some problem, something has to be sorted out. And of course, what do? Okay, I won't go to Zumba today, I'll go tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. And suddenly I realize, gosh, 6 weeks have gone by and I haven't been to my Zumba class. Well, don't be like that. Don't be like me. Make a change. Say to yourself, I am going to go. No matter what happens, I'm going to get there. And anything that is important, I will deal with it afterwards. So, yes, that's how I get to my Zumba class. I make myself a little mental note and I make myself an emotional, passionate desire to want to go to my Zumba class at the same time. That desire, that passion stimulates me no matter what is happening to go get changed, get ready, drive the car, go to the class, have an hour, and then come home and get on with work. Yes, we need a schedule. We all need a schedule. We need work and we need play. What you like to play with is going to be something that allows your brain to be nurtured, to be rested. For example, if you like doing jigsaw puzzles, then sitting and just trying to figure out which piece goes where is in itself resting your mind because you're only thinking of one thing at a time. But is there joy in the moment you fit that piece in? If it's a wow, yes, I found that piece, then it is. More importantly, if we do something physical, then we actually have more pleasure because we're not only watching, but now we're listening. We're paying attention to what is going on around us, the sounds of the birds, the bark of a dog. Maybe it's the crying of a baby, or maybe it's your boss yelling and screaming at some other person in the office. But whatever it is, you should be aware that something is going on around you. And in listening, you should also be asking yourself, do I sound like that when I get angry? Or do I sound nice like that person when I'm good? Whatever it is that you're doing, you need to appreciate yourself and your emotions. So, listening, looking, is a part of your very important existence. But what about touch? Yes, you may be putting your fingers on a screen and it's moving quickly and it's showing you all sorts of things. But what about human touch? A hug. How long is it since you went to your other person, party, friend, associate, whoever it is, and say, can I hug you today? You need a hug, or I need a hug. Holding hands, going shopping. Yes, it's important. Go shopping together, arm in arm. Share what you're doing. I remember when my children were young, I was always holding hands because I thought they could get lost from me. I need to be sure they're safe beside me. I was always saying, come here, don't run off, stay here. I missed understanding that that touch was more important than the rules and regulations. So nowadays, when I'm teaching mums, I say to them, say to your child, I love it when you hold my hand because I know that you're close to me and we're both very safe. And the child remembers that it's good to stay beside mother. And of course, when we get older, then we take that concept into other people and we reach out and touch others. There are so many people in this world who are afraid to be touched or to touch someone. It's a shame. I would say to you, if you've never been able to open yourself up to touch, go have a massage. Go have a foot reflexology treatment. Have someone massage your hands and feet. That's a start. And once you enjoy that, then you might want to have a full body massage. Once you get past your embarrassment of being seen naked, you start to realize that you were seen naked when you were a baby and that we all had bodies that are all different shapes and sizes. And who cares what shape and size you are? No one but you. So if you want to be slim and trim, then the next thing is to look at your energy. How do you feel? Are you depressed, miserable, or are you on a high? Are you over high? Are you too excited? We need to find a balance between how you feel and how you think. So every time you do something, be aware of your sensitivity to how you feel emotionally and at the same time how your body feels. For example, how does this shirt that I'm wearing feel on my body? It's quite warm actually, and it's very beautiful because it was hand sewn. So I really appreciate it when I wear it. Plus, it was given to me by a dear friend, so it's even more important to me. We have associations with the things that we like and the things that we hold dear to us. It's time to appreciate everything. I suggest you spend time looking around your room, your house, your home, whatever you have, and see everything. Feel it, touch it, say, this is mine. I chose it by choice. I must appreciate it. I must love it and use it well. And do the same with your body. Don't shove rubbish down your throat. Don't shove words down your throat that don't mean anything because they're negative. Be positive. Say nice things. Do nice things to yourself. Love yourself. Enjoy being you. Be creative. Be inventive. And express yourself fully. When you do that, your barriers go down. And suddenly you find yourself embracing all sorts of new things. This is a time of transformation. This is a time of allowing yourself to be the new you. Of course, the new you don't know yet. Let it be exciting to discover yourself. As the planets shift and as this year passes, you're going to find lots of events, lots of opportunities for growth, whether at work or at home. So be out there, network, introduce yourself, your skills, your talents, and above all else, realize that you are unique. So, on that happy little note, I'll say to you, I love you. I will help you if you're stuck. Don't be depressed. Don't be obsessed. Don't let things go round and round in circles anymore. Reach out and touch someone. And if you can't find anyone to touch, reach out to me. I'll help you. So until we meet again, don't forget I have the radio shows on Web Talk Radio. The show is called Journey into an Unknown World, and you can find the links on my webpage, sumariscenter.com. SUMARISCENTER.com. Keep in touch. Let me know how you enjoy these videos and my radio show. I love feedback. And more importantly, if you really want to follow me, go to my website and sign in. I'll let you know when I'm teaching things in your area or when I'm offering something special. I will not bulldoze you into anything, and I definitely do not sell my lifts. This is private. This is only important to you. So if you have something you need from me, I'm there for you. Take care. Bye. Whoops, I cannot find my mouse. There we are. So be well. Bye bye.